Hey, V3 Anime, welcome back to the channel. We are here today with a weekly drop. Okay, we're going to be dropping videos every Wednesday and Friday and live streaming on Mondays at 9 p.m. So, thank you for being here if it's their first time. And if not, continue to come back over and over so you know what's going on in anime convention world. So, I'm making a video about Anime Expo Chibi because one, a lot of people don't get what Anime Expo Chibi actually is, and two, everyone's got that con itch right now. You know, Anime Expo just passed. Otacon's like in 2 days. So people are feeling the what's next convention bug. You know, check our last live stream. We went over the top 10 US anime conventions. And we'll start to do updates on all 10 of them every Monday going forward. But what actually is Anime Expo Chibi? Let's be real. Anime Expo Chibi is literally what it sounds like. It is the mini version of Anime Expo. Now, the biggest differences are really simple to explain. Anime Expo is massive. Anime Expo has tons of Japanese guests and voice actors. Anime Expo has tons of premieres, tons of exclusive merch. All of these things are at Anime Expo. The best uh, influencers. You got tons of YouTubers. You got tons of VTubers. You get all these voice actors and things. You get all these premieres. You get all these music guests and DJs and big parties, big events happening all over the city. The city is decked out in anime stuff. Literally, check our vlog. It's like anime stuff everywhere. But on contrast to that, or in contrast to that, Anime Expo Chibi is the mini version of all that. You have less guests, way less guests, like maybe a quarter, maybe a tenth of the guests. Um, you have a smaller exhibit hall area. You got a smaller venue. You have the hotels are a lot smaller. Remember, while we're in downtown LA, these are mainly 4 and 5 star hotels, like super big, high end hotels that we all get to stay at for this convention. Anime Expo Chibi hotels are not like that. They're a lot different, a lot smaller, a lot harder to get as well. There is a convention block that does open for you to book a hotel through that. But again, it's smaller in scale to what Anime Expo was. The premieres, there are none. There are no world premieres at Anime Expo Chibi. Anime Expo Chibi is primarily a vendor convention. Okay? It's where you get your anime merch, you know? This I got this jacket at Anime Expo. This shit matched my car. This shit clean. Alright, you know what I mean? I just put it on because it looked good. But it's like 90 degrees outside too, so I'm definitely not wearing this outside. But my shirt kind of matches the color of the wall, so the video a little weird. So I just threw the jacket on. It's just like, get past that. But anime merch is at Anime Expo Chibi. That's what it's for. You get a ton and tons of anime merch. A lot of the vendors who do go to Anime Expo also go to Anime Expo Chibi. So you may actually see a lot of the same things you've seen before at this convention. You won't necessarily find those exclusive figures either at this convention. A lot of people bring exclusives just for Anime Expo because of the nature of the convention. It's the biggest North American anime convention. So you have tons of premieres, tons of actors and stuff. Everyone's there. So you get exclusive figures as well. They may bring a figure that they only made 20 of or 50 of, and they're all at that convention. They're only being sold there. You don't get that at Anime Expo Chibi. You do get it's good stuff though. Don't get me wrong. The vendors and stuff are cool. It is primarily though for the vendors and it's primarily for the artists. That's what Anime Expo Chibi is. It is a good con to get your anime stuff. I mean, if you need figures, you need clothes, wall scrolls, you want posters, these kind of things you can get at Anime Expo Chibi, no problem. If you're going to Anime Expo Chibi for the panels, there are a lot of fan hosted panels. They're not the big Viz Media, Bandai Namco. They're not these panels. They're Joey doesn't like why Pokemon exist. That's the kind of panels you get to see at Anime Expo Chibi. It's a lot smaller scale. That doesn't mean there aren't some good panels there. Respect to anyone doing a panel or who's man enough to do a panel at Anime Expo Chibi. That's what you get from this convention. It is way more cost effective. Um, the only difference I would say though is this is a very local convention. If you are anything outside of give or take 4 or 5 hours, maximum 8. I don't even know if 8 is a number, but maximum 8. You're not necessarily trying to spend so much to go to Anime Expo Chibi. Anime Expo Chibi is so much smaller. Like I said, the venue's smaller, the hotels are smaller, the panels, everything is smaller. So you don't see a lot of people. Even the attendance is smaller. Like Anime Expo Chibi probably has 16,000 people, maybe 20,000 people go to it. I don't even know if it's that high. Anime Expo has over 100,000 people, but it's because people come from all over the country. They come from all over North America, South America. They come from overseas. They all fly in for Anime Expo, just like Comic Con. Anime Expo is anime's version of Comic Con, so people fly in from all over the world just to go to this convention. Literally, you would see people whose first time in the U.S. is just going to Anime Expo, so it's a lot different in scale. You're not going to see people flying in for Anime Expo Chibi or flying around the country right now for Anime Expo Chibi. It's still fairly new. It is only 3 years old. I think this is the third one that they've done. I don't think it's the fourth. I think it's the third Anime Expo that Chibi that they are doing currently. Might be, yeah, it's the third. It's just a smaller version of Anime Expo. So would I recommend it as a convention? Yeah, it'd be dope to go check out. A lot of us live in areas where, unfortunately, we have to deal with the fact that we have a lot of small cons in our area. I fly across the country to go to Anime Expo because it's the biggest thing in North America, but that doesn't mean I don't go to my local conventions. The local conventions just happen to be a lot smaller. They're like, maybe 8, 10, 12,000 people. Small arcade area, small dealers hall, small artist alley, couple of fan hosted panels. That's what they are. And you just accept that that's what they are. You get used to it. It's fun. It's still cool to go hang out with your friends. This is a hangout with the people you know and just chill convention. That's what really Anime Expo Chibi is. It's a more intimate version of Anime Expo. But I wouldn't fly in. I don't recommend you flying in to attend Anime Expo Chibi. It is a much smaller scale. Don't fly in Anime Expo Chibi expecting Anime Expo. It's not the same thing. They're not even close. They're not remotely close. So, would I recommend you flying in from another state or something to go to Anime Expo Chibi? If you're within a 2-hour flight, cool. So that would mean you're like, I don't know, you like in Nevada, you flying to Cali, or you're in Portland, or you're in Washington and you're going to California. If you're flying in for that, maybe. I am not going to recommend anybody fly all the way to the other side. If you're in New York and you want to go to California for Anime Expo Chibi, I'm not going to tell you to do that. I wouldn't do it. At that same time, there's a ton of East Coast conventions that you could probably go to. Or just wait another month and go to Anime Weekend Atlanta. There's other options that I would say would be more worth traveling than to go that far across for Anime Expo Chibi. Now, that's not to downgrade Anime Expo Chibi. As a local con, this thing's going to be great for the people who are in LA in that area. It's going to be a great convention for them because it's a good chance to get all that anime merch you like without having to order it online. It's a good way. You got a couple friends or something, y'all want to just hang out for the weekend. It's a good con to go to just hang out and chill. The hotels and stuff, a little iffy, but it is a cool individual con to check out. It's a dope local con. But Anime Expo Chibi to me falls in the local con list. I would not put this on the list of anime conventions that are like way bigger and stuff. Like this isn't Anime Boston or something where you'll get a premiere, you'll get some big, vendors, and you'll get these Crunchyrolls there and Studio Trigger there, stuff like that. This is not that. Okay, but it is a cool individual convention for you to check out. It is small, it is intimate. If you got something that you want to just go do for the weekend and you're in that area, cool, this is the con for you. And right now, the ticket cost, because I got it on the screen, the ticket cost right now for Anime Expo Chibi is $42. That is the early bird price. It's $42.35. That includes the service fee. So this convention is a dope convention to go to if you're down for a local con and something more intimate in scale. And the hotel block will open up eventually so you can book rooms and stuff, but I don't think it's open currently. And with that being said, man, that's it today. This is a short video. Got another video we're going to do on Friday. We got the live stream Monday, which is averaging somewhere between an hour and a half and 2 hours. All right. We out here live in these streets every Monday at 9 p.m. So join us on the YouTube. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Hit us up on Instagram if you got any questions. And thank you guys. See you in the next video.